Today, I'll be covering every single... What the hell?
Hello?
Hi?
Heard you doing a video, dude.
Yes?
So, see, the thing is, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way.
Whoa, hold on.
Choice is yours.
Oh, hey. Let's be settled. Let's be civil about this.
Okay, so, I see what you're doing, and it kind of looks like you're choosing the hard way. So... Oopsie daisy. NightFury, more like Dead Fury, am I right? LMAO.
One of the biggest mysteries of the Ninjago series is not Mr. E's origins or identity, or what happened to the Time Twins, or what the first Ninjutsu Master's face looks like, but knowing where the heck these things take place within this vague-ass timeline! Maybe she used her magic to forge connections with Vangelis to buy Vengestone to give her an edge over the ninja. How, you may ask? I don't know. How does Vengestone block an elemental power? Can you do Master Wu versus Garmadon? As a Photoshop piece? Yeah. As a versus matchup video? No!
You really want to head back out there, huh?
Yes! Could you imagine that? Two sorcerers communicating with each other for one of those sick Vengestone deals. You can buy Vengestone on a 50% discount.
The first Snake King in history that we know of is Mambo 5.
It may not be a likely one though, because if Golden Power is the most powerful element as it's suggested to be, then shouldn't it be immune to Vengestone? Should it? No, seriously, should it? I'm legitimately asking, I don't know. I would use the final battle as an intermediate. It foresaw the defeat of the Overlord, and Lloyd rising to the level of superhumanness. How did Zane defeat the Overlord when Lloyd and the first Ninjutsu Master couldn't? Because he's the real Chosen One. He may have released Nauticon accidentally, who is now buying Vengestone from Shintaro through his seductive wish granting.
1,000 years later, she was released by the ninja and led the Pyro Vipers on a rampage to find Wu. She no longer claimed the Snake King title, but she probably didn't care about it because, you know...
Revenge! Revenge! Revenge!
But Zane either defeats his evil brother in the end, or is forced to make an emotional decision by killing him. Or, if the reveal somehow opens a window of opportunity to keep Mr. Echo Zane around longer, he pulls a Pythor maneuver, goes into hiding, and gets placed in the line of other villains whose returns are put on indefinite hold.
But eventually the Serpentine Generals grew tired of his constant failures and obsessions, so he pushed him over the side and into the ocean.
Anyways guys, those are 8... How long have you been a Ninjago fan? Who is your favorite Ninjago character and why? How long have you been a Star Wars fan? And what got you into art and making cool edits? Well, I got into Ninjago when Season 1 came out, so I've been a fan since 2012. He said that he found a quote-unquote customer willing to pay dearly for it. If you ask me, he's really into shitty business deals in the black market. The episode Cursed World Part 1 shows us a holiday called the New Year Festival, which is celebrated in both Ninjago City and Styx. And we all know what New Year means. The title of Snake King referred to the ruler of the entire Serpentine race. They are typically generals of a tribe that have a higher authority above the rest. There are some speculations going on that the reboot cast will be in his film, but at this point we have no idea. So again, take the Hawley and Tarantino stuff with a grain of microsalt.
You want me to do what?
What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what?
Are you a Lego snake in real life? Why, yes. Yes, I am. You look like me. You're a Nindroid. A discarded replica. An experiment left to rust. Oh yes, you are indeed rusty. What? The titanium life is where it is at. No, it's copper! It's been about 6 years since we last saw the Overlord on screen so far. Well, 3 if you want to count his digital remnant from Ninjago Decoded. And there hasn't been any signs hinting at his return in the series. That doesn't mean he won't show up in any future installments though. I'm just saying that Ninjago knows how to play dead better than a possum. There's a new change in the balance between good and evil, darkness rises yet again, and... Oh, hi Overlord. What are you doing? Anyway, what about the Circle of Life? A new ninja, maybe Lloyd's son, will be introduced with the golden powers, the season being partly dedicated to him learning to use his powers in the finale as a fight breaks, and it's so devastating that the sun goes to a new realm building it from the ash, and I think you see where I'm heading. Yeah, cool idea, but it would be repetitive, because, you know, it reeks of a reboot. If I accidentally offended you by liking Star Wars content that's made by Disney, then boo-hoo, go cry yourself a river. The Omen harness was used for medical properties, aside from being a creepy and foreboding arm stretching across the darkness of the ominous temple, only to be illuminated by the searing light of the thundering, screeching, spontaneous lightning. Garmadon was resurrected as a villain in Sons of Garmadon, but in March of the Oni, he assisted the ninja in defeating the Oni, and during the end, he left to go to an unknown location. And since then, we haven't seen him at all, so who knows what he's been up to. As to why he would want to make a deal with Vangelis to buy Vengestone, I don't know, it's a possibility. However, the crystal was destroyed in Season 10 when Lloyd and his dad attempted to stop the increasing number of Oni from barging into their realm. But that plan was proven futile, so yeah.
Failure!
He was ultimately successful, but ended up being snake food and was presumed dead. Except he got a banger bleach, and let's go. Hogs in the chat for that bleach boy. Look at him, good he looks. Wait, but he's short. Ah, that's cringe, bro. That's f***ing cringe.
Now, of course, the Battle of Yavin couldn't be included here because there is no Yavin that takes place in the world of Ninjago. And number 2, you want to get sued? I mean, if the showrunners are able to afford to have John Cena being the voice of a character, that'd be great. I bet they're gonna give him the role of being like the sibling to like Wu and Garmadon, a sibling, or maybe Masako, that we have never heard about until like laid into the franchise. Oh my, hashtag John Cena for Ninjago, I guess. But don't actually hashtag that, because that might come off as annoying. Do you think Jay likes cats? I wouldn't be surprised if he does. He looks like a cat person. Who is Joy Garmadon? Who indeed? Takes place a little bit after the Ninjroid conflict, since Lloyd is still wearing his rebooted suit in the beginning. What, did you think he would wear this for a year?
Disclaimer, this character does not actually exist. This is purely speculation, okay? I see you writing angry comments. Just calm down.
It was months ago.
Months? Really?
Are you sure? Yes.
Well, who's counting?
I said in my predictions video that Wu, Harumi, and the rest of the Crystal Council could die. I also guessed that the ninja could die. Basically,
Everybody died.
you'll be hearing chanting from mobs screaming, "Lock them up! Lock them up!"
Speaking of Scales Jr., he's the heir to the Serpentine throne, so I guess he doesn't have to go through the hoops that his predecessors did. But does anyone else notice that he looks nothing like his parents? Like, goddamn, bro, you'd think that they'd get the minifigure heads right for the show that takes, like, over a year to make a single episode. It's like, come on, please. I don't understand this. Why? Alright,
But anyways, I like Ninjago as well, but I saw Star Wars first and I'm more into it. But this is just an opinion and—
Oh, he's totally biased. He's not a real Ninjago fan. Oh, well, shit.
well, time to shut the channel now. God damn it.
Do you remember? Way back when? About 4 years ago. When my channel was basically just cringe fest. And focused more on Star Trek than Ninjago. Do you remember the time I made horrible videos that were just a collection of soulless slideshows and pictures? In one of those videos, I made a prediction as to how the 4th installment of the Kelvin Timeline Star Trek series would go down. My god, how did this get 10,000 views?
If you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel. Not Dead Fury's channel, but subscribe to my channel. You know, links in the description. All right, links in the description. Let's go. Come on, subscribe. Let's get to 10 million. I think we could easily pass.
Well, that was weird. I've mentioned earlier that he used Vengestone against the ninja before, so it wouldn't be surprising that he would try to use it again, but with bigger chunks. Can you do another versus matchup video? Yes, I can do another versus video, but will I? I don't think so. I think I'll do a versus Photoshop instead, if that's good enough. And so, for those of you who want to see more versus matchups, well, too bad, so sad! Yeah, Garmadon did turn good. But again, they said that they only resurrected his evil/Oni side, tomato, but...
So, shall we begin?
That the Oni would still continue to take over the realms up until the events of Season 10. But the only reason as to why they didn't take over Ninjago beforehand was because Garmadon used his powers to prevent the Oni from entering. With him alive and purified, the Oni would begin the conquest of Ninjago. But, with the Overlord as the current ruler, they would most likely want to stay away from him because he has the golden power, which is basically an Oni repellent. And in January 2019, Star Trek IV was officially cancelled. Fell into development hell, and to this day, it seems that it will remain there for eternity. Since the generals are in Borg Tower, Lloyd and his amigos capture Harumi. I saw a bit of the original series, but was unable to finish it because of how cheesy it was. I know there's gonna be some people out there who think this is a video based on assumptions and BS, and yes it is. But it's a valid and reliable video based on assumptions and BS. I had to watch several episodes, I spent several hours doing research, I had to do the math several times and double check my calculations, so yes, this video is based on assumptions and BS. Other complaints I have are relatively minor. If I had to stretch, the Crystal Council, the started to feel a tad out of place in the second half and we're kinda just there. The way he just plays off every villain and manipulates them. First with Garmadon and then the so endearing to watch. Give more shining moments from the Anyways guys, that's enough from me. I hope you enjoyed this one and are as hopeful for the Kelvin timeline as I am. Unless you're watching this from the future and all the news turned out to be false, then well shit, what a waste of a video. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, then be sure to force choke that like button and plunge your lightsaber into the subscribe button. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at KingNightFury. And as always, I will see you in the next video. May the Force be with you, and have a good day. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
And as always, I will see you in the next video. Happy Halloween.